Good morning to all of you respected teachers and all the students present here. Today myself SUBHAM and I am going to speak about law and order situation in our country India. Before starting my topic, I would like to thank Mr. Arvind sir for giving me this great opportunity to speak here about my topic. As we know, there are three main components in our Indian government, or we can say in our Indian constitution, like legislature, executive, and judiciary. And judiciary is only responsible for the law and order situation in India. Judiciary comes under like courts and police or the army, which is responsible for law and order maintenance. And according to the seventh schedule in our Indian constitution, law and order is the primary subject to the state government, who is responsible for the maintenance and acceptance of the law and order. Financial support is given by the central government for modernization, and intelligence is provided by Intelligence Bureau and Research and Analysis Wing of India to maintain and statistically detain the law and order situation in our country. Also, the Crime and Research Bureau compiles statistics, analyze to to maintain law and order properly, and the Crime and Criminal Tracking Research Center also helps in researching and tracking the criminals around the India. As we know that our country is ranked 79 out of 140 countries in implementing and enforcing of laws. Mainly the sector, if I talk, they are labor and environmental factors, where the implementation of laws are not being done properly, but I hope that it will be done properly. But in few years we have seen that our law and order situation in country has been improved very much, but in some areas now, till now, the law and order situation is not great as we want. But as we can see nowadays, the festival is coming, which is known as Dasera, and the people's gathering is very much, and crowd is also very much in our roads. So to handle that, our police officers and police personals are dedicatedly doing their work to serve our country. And we have seen in many cases that recently case we have seen in people's gathering where Bhole Baba, their gathering was there. So due to the house or we can say chaos, people started to run here and there. So that's why 150 people gave their lives and died in that house. So we can say that to prevent these kind of incidents, we need law and order in our country. And also we can say that courts are also responsible for some delay in the law and order. And as our government has taken many initiative for law and order, as human safety if we talk about, then our government spend around 3 lakh crore per year for women safety. But rather than that, or apart from that, our government should spend on education so that everyone would get aware of the law and order in our country. But our government only spend around 75,000 crores something in education. So our government should spend more on education instead of these schemes, so that people would be aware of about these kind of acts. And before completing my topic, i would like to say that we love our country and we should be aware, and we should follow rules and regulations, traffic rules and all the rules which are made according to Indian constitution. And who are accused, they should be given punishment as soon as possible. Thank you.